Well. You're listening to Gloves Off with Professor Buitrón. Alright then, I may say words on point, straightforward. No jibber jabber, everybody forward. Issues, facts and solution. Get it at Gloves Off with Professor Buitrón. Alright, what other thing is a revolution? Get it on point with Professor Buitrón. Gloves Off, no nonsense issues, politics, community. A better men follow reader. Gloves Off, a revolutionary show with everything that you need to know. With Professor Buitrón. Watch ya!
Four. Back at you with Gloves Off. I'm Professor Buitrón. I'm here with Judge Rosie Cuellar, and she's running for re-election for Webb County Tax Assessor. How are we doing, Judge?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me here.
No, well, thank you for coming. Well, number one question I'm going to ask you: why would you want to be in the public eye as a public official? What made you say, you know what, I'm going to put my name on that dotted line?
You know, I've been involved in my community since I was 18 years old. And I started when my brother Henry ran for office. So ever since I was 18 years old, I love getting involved in politics. And what better way than make changes when you're a public official?
Absolutely. You spent 8 years as municipal court judge. And what did you see that was needed in that office that was there?
In municipal court?
No. In Webb County Tax Assessor.
Okay. Well, first of all, being a municipal court judge for 8 years certainly brought a lot of good experience, which I think it carries over to that office. You really need to know how to act like a professional. You need to have compassion for individuals, but be firm at the same way. But you have to have integrity. And my record as a judge for 8 years has shown that. And of course, my dedication to the community, and that was apparent with all the community outreach that I had as a judge. So when I got turned out as a judge, there was a perfect opportunity when Patricia Barrera walked away from her office as tax assessor. So that was perfect timing for me.
And you won that race. You won it with several people, with several candidates that were running in there. And what have you seen that when you walked in there, was the first thing you said, you know what, I need to change this to this to this? What was the steps? What was the plan?
Well, I think what was important that needed to be changed was the atmosphere as you walked into the office. Many people complained about how they felt the tension as they walked into that office, and the employees were very uneasy too. So when I walked in, people told me, wow, I feel the difference as you walk into that office. Everyone's at ease and smiling, and that's just a surface. Another thing that was important was the customer service hours. They would close on Fridays, and to me that was not correct at all. They would close extra days when it was not a county holiday, and I believe that is certainly a disservice to the public to close on Fridays or whenever it felt like it. I do not do that. We had extended hours right before COVID, but since COVID began, we only closed 2 days to the public. But we've made many changes in service, customer service, but that takes foresight. It takes innovative ideas and the willingness to change. One can never say, "Oh, my office is perfect. Let's just leave it like that." No. You always have to think, how am I going to improve this office? And of course, the use of technology is extremely important. And of course, making changes that is important. One thing also that I'm very proud of is that we work very well with other department heads. elected officials, and that's the only way you're going to get things done. Of course, you know, that's proven with when I've been there. We've made so many changes. Of course, it takes great teamwork, so I'm very proud of that too.
One other thing, Judge, that I was going to ask you is, now with COVID, everything's changing. We don't know which step's going to go, where it's going to go. How can I put it? Because now they're talking about new norms and this and that and so on and so forth. And is tax office, is that going to be more internet accessible now if need be, or how is that going to happen? Because a lot of people are afraid. Right now, what I've seen is a vast majority of our community is actually scared.
Right. And we made those changes. We made that changes that made it possible. We actually closed to the public to in-person transactions, but we're thinking, okay, what are we going to do? So what we came up with, and one of the things that I'm very proud of too, is that Dropbox. We have a little Dropbox that was there, but obviously it was not large enough to handle the volume that we have in that office. We've created not only that Dropbox that's there at our office, but we went to the community. We have Dropboxes all over this county. We have it at Gateway, we have it at LMC, and also recognizing that it's very difficult for those residents that live in the outskirts. We have Rio Bravo, we have one in Peñitas, we have one in Oilton, the Quad City, Larga Vista. So we have, you know, we recognize that these individuals, this COVID has affected everyone, and you think, oh, a trip downtown, what's that? No, it is. Just spending gas to get downtown is a lot for them. So we recognize that. So we have drop boxes all over the place, and that has improved. But I also, when I came into that office, our website was very minimal, didn't have any information. Since taking office, we have improved it so much. We have a lot of information in English and Spanish. We have forms, we have videos on how to, and also recognizing that not everyone has access to a computer or internet. We have a board that is outside with all the information that a person may need to do a transaction, both in English and Spanish. One of the things that we made was for the most common transaction is how to renew your sticker, how to pay your taxes. We have the envelopes pre-printed. It has your information, exactly what you need, and English and Spanish. And then so when you have that, put everything inside there, put it in the Dropbox, we mail everything back to you. So for those individuals that choose not to go to that office, you don't have to. You know, we have that information. You can look it up in our website. You know, just put it in a regular envelope. You can even mail it to us. So it's something that is really easy. Again, you don't have to go to the office, but if you do, we've taken every precaution that is necessary. But you know, we always say stay away, but guess what? People keep coming to that office. Transactions, the number of transactions are the same. It's just incredible. It seems as if you know, nothing happened in terms of transactions. We've have been nonstop since the beginning.
Absolutely. You know, another thing, I remember there was talk, other candidates that were running before, that they wanted to move it somewhere else and so on and so forth. Do you want to move or think about maybe asking Commissioner's Court or the county to maybe move the office somewhere else to be more accessible, or do you think it's fine where it's at?
Parking has always been an issue there at our office, and of course that's very understandable. I know they're going to be moving certain departments somewhere else, but all I ask the county judge, you know, and commissioners is like, please just make sure that we have enough parking, and I'll work wherever we're at. If we need to stay there and we have a satellite office, that's something that I'm more than willing to do in order to accommodate our public. Again, we just need to make sure there's enough parking for our individuals and enough space for them. We have a lot of tellers that don't have enough window space, but there's something that we started before the COVID, that we are looking for a satellite office. But if things change, you know, we will make it work. We will make it happen, and it will work.
Absolutely. Now, how do you see the campaign now that voters are, everybody's scared, COVID's there? How do you see the early voting and how do you see the campaign going? Do you see people responding, or do you see people kind of hiding back in the
Well,
shadows?
actually, typically, in a runoff, there's a low voter turnout. But this time around, we've been speaking to a lot of people. There is some hesitation, but we encourage them to do the curbside voting. You have some individuals that, as long as they feel that they're taking the precautions to go out and vote, they're willing to do it. It's been nothing but positive in this, especially the runoff campaign. I'm so blessed and I'm so thankful for all the volunteers and the support that I've gotten, and so I'm really, really blessed.
Judge, one other thing. What is that curbside voting? What is it? If you can explain it to folks out there, I think that'd be great.
Okay, there's some individuals that, of course, they do not want to leave their car, and that's understandable. So what they're going to do is they're going to ask the person at the polling site that they would like to vote from their car. So they'll go ahead and vote from their car. They'll be handed the ballot. They'll be rolling out the ballot box, so they'll be able to put the ballot themselves in the ballot box.
Absolutely. That's pretty neat.
Yes,
But I think right now with everything that's going on, I think that's a great idea.
Yes.
What they come up with. On another note, when is early voting? When does it start? When does it finish? And when's the elections?
Well, early voting is going to start on Monday, June 29th,
Okay.
till Thursday from 8 to 8. There will be a break Friday and Saturday. It'll start again on July the 5th from 10 to 6 p.m. and then Monday through Friday from 8 to 8. We're here to help individuals. We'll be offering transportation, but we're also taking precautions. We have our cars are going to have separated by a plastic from the driver, from the person who wants to go vote. So we take precautions everywhere we go, and I think that's important.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I know you're going out there and block walking some more, right? Today.
We're block walking, phone banking. We're really excited. I want to thank all my volunteers that have been going above and beyond. I want to thank them, and I can't express how grateful I am.
And I want to thank you for standing up and being a public official, number one, because a lot of people say, I can do better than that, but very few have the will to sign on that little dotted line.
Yeah, it's
And
not easy.
it's not easy, so
it's not easy, but it certainly is a blessing, because you can do a lot of good, and that's what it should be about. When you run, is to do good and help the community.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now again, I want to thank you, and best of luck.
Thank
and
you.
Then we got next week early vote in when 3 weeks, no?
Next week already?
No, but the voting is 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, the election day.
And the
is
election
July,
day.
Yes, on a Tuesday, July
Tuesday,
14th.
It's here. It's here.
It's
That's
right
good.
around the corner.
Alrighty. Well, many blessings. Folks, remember, study, research everything that's going on, the candidates, go out there and exercise your right to vote. Curbside, there's no excuse. You can go curbside. I mean, that's wonderful news. And stay safe. Until next time, peace.